to the Broken Eggs Club. We are a clown, an actor, and a therapist, helping you muddle through the silly old world of breakups and unfruitful relationships. Because you know what they say. You have to break a few hearts to make an omelette, and you have to laugh at a few sad journal entries to crack a smile. So, how are we all doing? My name is Esther. This is...
I'm Liv.
And this is...
I'm El Therapo.
Whoop whoop. Yeah.
I do acting sometimes, and she does...
I do therapy.
Sometimes.
Yeah. And I am a clown, and I do stuff like dress up as Peppa Pig and go to Pizza Express for money.
Only things with peas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But people still do flirt with me when I'm dressed as Peppa Pig.
I believe
That's worth
it.
noting.
Something about Esther is she has just got raw sexual energy when dressed as anything, and you've pulled. You're the person I know that's pulled in the most different fancy dress outfits. I think there might be a world record for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have drunk a cocktail through a felt snout whilst on a spontaneous date.
Should we
Anyway, let's get into it. Yeah.
So what we get up to?
How are you, El Therapo?
I'm pretty good. What's new with me? I went out for someone's birthday the other night, and
Boo.
I did the classic thing that I
Like no one ever.
It wasn't my birthday.
I literally always do it though. Every time I go out, you know that moment when the night is over and everyone is getting a cab, and it's always in that moment that I'm like, I'm just gonna stay. And I'll always be in this random little bar. I think this time it was in Elephant and Castle, just on my own, walking around the venue. Not creeper energy, just lost lamb. I don't know. And I tend to always sort of meet a circle of other lost lambs, and we sort of bop on the spot for a bit, and then eventually I'm like,
It's because you want to win musical chairs of life, don't you? You
Well,
want to be last one with your laurels on the seat.
last one standing.
Yeah.
Resting the laurels, which we found out aren't butt cheeks.
But do you feel sad when you do that?
No, it's always. I'm very high energy. I think my energy on a night out tends to peak more toward the end when other people are flagging. And on this occasion I met a lovely man named Gareth, and we stood and watched the DJ plinking for a while, and I went and paid him £60 for an Uber home.
Oh, good gosh.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, good gosh.
That's quite nice though that you find other people that are also like, the night is not ending. The night
Yeah.
ends when I say it ends.
Well, this is it.
I love that about
We
you.
set our own limits, don't we? We set our...
No, it's too
Oh,
triggering to think about Ubers right now. Sorry, we'll get to you and your lovely life for a second. But
Let the people know.
Before we get into our delicious ghosting story that we have prepared for you today, I just need to vent for a second because it's National Strikes today. So I travelled on an hour-long bus to get to the local station, in which the three of us needed to get a 6-minute Uber to the studio. Now, what I gone and done, my friends, is I put my home address into the Uber app. Other apps are available. And it was only when we nearly arrived at my home address that I realised that we had gone the wrong way.
About
and we had to come
23
all
minutes.
the way
It was
back.
wrong
it was
direction.
actually a 55-minute round trip.
Yeah.
But I must say it was a lovely. I've not really been around the Putney region.
I know.
Very leafy this time of year. Lots of boulevards.
You've never said that word in your life, or if you have, you sounded like you've never said
I
that
might be
word
using
in
it in
your
the
life.
wrong context. Boulevard is a
But
it's a
can
road.
we
Leafy
shout
street.
out?
Leafy street.
Vladimir, our driver.
Oh, shout out.
Oh,
Shout out Vladimir.
wonderful.
He was
He'd
so
just
great.
been through a breakup and we were giving him breakup advice.
Yeah.
He did, and he did say that his plan was to avoid it completely and pretend it hadn't happened, which I thought was slightly contentious. But also, we did get into a conversation about Bulgarian cheese pies, so
Which was
Yeah.
really,
pick your battles,
which
pick
was
your
really
battles.
good.
battles.
But he was very much of the ilk that says, break up, what break up? Never happened, I don't know her. And you have to respect it. Like, he was like, I don't need your advice, I've moved on with my life and I'm happy now. And I was like,
Yeah.
to be like that.
She moves in her own way.
She does. And she is an Uber driver called Vladimir.
I know.
And he made some really lovely recommendations of holiday vacay spots in Bulgaria. Sunny Beach,
He
you
did.
mentioned, which
And I made a sort of metaphor that needs a bit of tinkering with. I mean, you take my metaphor to the workshop.
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
like
that
it.
one. That one needs.
Basically, I was trying to say to Vladimir, when you get dumped, it's like going to the shops and buying 10 sandwiches. But when you get broken up with, it's like going to the shops and buying 5 sandwiches and 5 sausage rolls.
Right, that's confusing.
we need to take that one
we
back
were
to
like,
the board.
we were like, Vladimir, do you know what she means? And he was like, no. But then you were kind of explaining it's about the options.
As in, you could have more of the same forever, or at some point, you could stop eating sandwiches and start eating sausage rolls.
Yeah, realise you never liked them.
You get to sample more of a banquet.
More of more variety is what I'm saying. Variety. I could have just said variety is the spice of life, like a normal person, but I didn't. Anyway, it got us onto the topic of cheese pies. Everyone had a nice time.
And we wouldn't
Liv, how are you? Have you had a nice time?
Esther's like, please move on. I will say that I also spent a weird time in a car. Don't know what's happening with that for us this week. Just sort of like vehicular comedy. I was in a car because I am flat hunting with my boyfriend. I guess I'm aging now. I was going to say my real age, and then I was like,
Shut
I
the
don't-
fuck up, you
You don't
don't
look-
12.
You don't look a
And
day
then-
over 12.
I was gonna say my real age. We were in a car with an estate agent. They are interesting people. Just sort of anthropologically, I don't know how they come to be. If you are an estate agent, tell me how you got into it. I am intrigued by your personality. But this guy, he was trying to like mirror us back to each other. I think, because you've got to be a people person. And at one point we were sort of joking, saying we'd have a live, laugh, love sign up in our home. Not taking the piss out of anyone else. I can't actually remember how it came up.
Fine,
But
you don't have to worry about insulting all the Helens out there.
yeah, but we probably won't have that. And he just suddenly got really existential and he laughed and then went, guess that's the thing about some people. They really do just want to live, laugh, love. I was like, pal, I won't say his name, but I was like, are you fine? Are you all right?
I want to know his name.
He moved immediately onto the fact that he was going on a very long stag to Amsterdam, and then was like, "I'm not just going for the weed and the red light district, am I?"
Well, he's going for the living and the laughing.
He's going for living and laughing.
Maybe some loving.
So yeah, I think we've all had quite a weird time in a car this week. So we would recommend probably get in a car
bus.
and find yourself, or get someone else to debunk your entire
Yeah.
analogy.
I do think
about
that
sausage
like
rolls.
some of the deepest chats about love and lost and all those things have been in an Uber with an
You're
Uber
so
driver,
right.
right?
You're
At
so
5
right.
in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's your
100%.
rating? Mine's not as high as I want it to be.
Mine is like
No.
4.6 or something, which I don't understand because I'm a wonderful, respectful passenger. So, Esther, I'm not looking at you through the mask, but could be. I could be.
That side eye.
Well, I think my score's so low because there's been a lot of times when I've
What
got
is your
changed.
score?
What is it?
Well, it's 4, but I want it to be 5. But I
4
just
is
think,
shambolic.
No, but I think
Four
it's
is
'cause
the lowest score I've ever come across.
I do think it's because of the amount of times I've got into a princess dress in the back of an Uber, and I
No.
think that's fair enough.
That's
Babe,
understandable.
I'm
That's
amazed
understandable.
anyone's ever picked you up with a 4 rating. That is because that is like
Mine was 4.73 for a while, and even then I just couldn't get an Uber.
yeah.
And
yeah.
everyone I was with, my friend the other day told me that her rating is 5 stars.
That's impossible.
It's a perfect 5. And I went, why? And she was like, because I just don't turn off. I get in the car. I think she's like, I'm doing a type 5, whatever car I'm in. She's charming. She is a brilliant human being. She's always like, not that we're not, but I think she's like, I'm switched on. I've got to, keep this conversation rolling. So, write in, tell us what your ratings are.
Yeah. Not that we care, but just do it anyway because it's good to have some communication.
And we'll be back.
We will be back
shortly.
after the break for our ghosting story. See you then.
Hi, I'm Sam Rhodes, one of the co-founders of LAFS, the London Arts Facilitation Society. If you're enjoying watching or listening to any of this content, we'd really like you to donate a little bit of cash to help us build access to all of this wonderful stuff for working class people from all over England. You can go to laughs.org.uk to donate as little as £1 a month to help us keep the lights on and help us make lovely art, podcasts, comedy specials, and even professional wrestling for you at home. Laughs.org.uk. Donate today. Go on, do it for the laughs.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I wonder what everyone's getting up to as they listen to us. If you're having a bath, I hope you're having a lovely one.
Yeah, splash around. Get the ducks in.
Do you use a duck?
I've got
Did
actually...
you use a duck? That could have been phrased better.
I'm one of those people with several weird rubber ducks. They don't come in the bath with me, but they sit on the side and eye me in quite an ominous way. But yeah, like I've got a duck
You
that's
have an
like also a
adjacent
giraffe,
bathtub.
and I've got like a duck. My auntie always gets me quite like kitschy gifts, so she's got me a sort of like a duck that is also a bee. Before, I
My
like
gosh,
those.
as a society, we've lived too long.
There's no original ideas anymore.
And
are
there
there?
are
No.
none. There are none.
Good God, no. There's no possible segue to this ghosting story from, hybrid draft ducks. But on that note, we will tell you a ghosting story.
So sorry, is this from a listener? This is a listener.
This is a listener, yeah.
Ooh.
We'll call her Persephone, which I've
Nice.
spelt wrong in a plethora of ways.
Stunning. If you love the myths,
We do.
you'll love this.
Lovely stuff. So Persephone says, and she's early 20s. Persephone says, so I met a paramedic on Tinder and we were texting and meeting up over the course of a month and everything was going well. One time he even had a quiet window at work and was near mine, so he drove the ambulance to my place and we had a quickie.
Is that
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Love that. Big girl.
Eventually, he decided he wanted to take things to the next level and organise a trip to the cabin in the woods
Oh.
for 3 days from Monday to Wednesday.
Oh.
I was so excited. Unfortunately, though, on the Sunday, he texted to say that he had been sent home from work ill, but that he would see how he felt the next day and would come and pick me up ready for our trip. The morning came and went, and by the time it got to evening, I was worried, as he wasn't responding to any of my messages or calls. I never heard from him since, and because he mentioned that he was ill, I was worried. So I reached out to his aunt that I traced down via Facebook, but
Oh,
no
Persephone.
response. Where do you want to begin?
Well, first of all, I said cabin in the woods. Oh, because I wasn't
She's
sure.
never
if-
watched a horror film.
No,
yeah.
no, and I
No.
won't. I don't want to. I know that one's really, really good.
It is. It's very.
I
clever
think
film.
I actually years ago. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't sure if it was going to get a bit dark.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Maybe for the best that you didn't go to the cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
what. That's the first thing. The second thing is why the aunt. Did they have any? Did she have any contact with the aunt, or really just went on Facebook and found a relative?
I did actually do follow up. So she's not completely sure it's an aunt, but it was an older person with the same surname. But she's pretty sure it's an aunt.
Oh, that could be someone in the valleys in Wales that's just living their life.
It could be.
Oh gosh, and that's a. I know what it's like when you really like someone, but that's quite an extreme length to check in on the well-being of someone for a
Yeah.
day.
Is she concerned because the last thing she heard was illness, that it could be something more
Yeah.
somber?
Yeah, she was worried because he'd booked time off that no one would find his body for several days.
Okay, so she's been watching the true crime dramas
Yeah.
and she's like, actually, and also whenever we get ghosted, everyone's mind goes to like, they've died.
I
That's
think
what
that
they are a
yeah,
ghost.
to,
'Cause they're a
to- to
ghost.
use
Yeah.
the old Occam's razor though, that the simplest solution is usually the right one.
Yeah.
That he's being eaten by Alsatians in a flat on his own.
Yeah, Occam's
It-
paramedic
is-
is.
Paramedics,
Absolutely.
they tend to be quite jovial, socially surrounded people. I think it's quite a active.
Do you know a lot of paramedics?
No.
No, but I do. I do watch a lot of
Just
ambulance.
sense, I get.
Like I watch so many episodes of ambulance back to back that if I get a phone call afterwards, I'm like, 999 is the patient breathing, and I'm like, wait, I'm not working in the call centre. Forget it.
You'd be
I
good at
find-
that though, the calm.
I know.
I do
calm that
find
you're
like
viewed that way.
those episodes like BBC Ambulance like extremely upsetting to watch. Like I really like there's always an episode with some dear old love.
Don't talk
called-
about her.
Do you know?
Don't talk about her.
Oh, what was her name?
Don't. No.
Oh,
La, la, la,
gosh.
la,
I don't know
la,
what
la.
this
I don't want to
is.
hear about her.
Is it sad?
Absolutely
It's very
destroyed
sad.
me.
Is it a lady
Very
on
sad.
ambulance?
Yeah.
It is.
I
But
don't
we don't
actu-
need to talk
Can I
about
just say,
her
it sounds like
because
you've
I will
made up
cry.
a medical show. I've never heard of ambulance.
They spend 24 hours following an ambulance crew. It's brilliant.
So it's not 24 hours in A&E. It's
No,
ambulance.
It's ambulance.
BBC ambulance,
Same
yeah.
format, different vehicle.
There's some tearjerkers in there, guys. There's some
Tearjerkers.
tearjerkers.
But
Yeah.
what watching episodes of Ambulance makes me realise is that they do not have time to go and have a shag.
No, actually, I do know friends that have dated. No, it's come to mind. Paramedics, nurses, doctors. Yeah, generally, you've got to do it with someone in the same field. Use the ambulance for the quickie. Kidding. Don't do that.
Incredible.
Probably don't do that.
Incredible.
Probably don't do that.
No.
But
So,
this
yeah,
is what leads me to believe that maybe he's not a paramedic.
All the plot.
Why did he
thickens.
have an ambulance?
I don't know if she saw the ambulance because I think he went like to her house, as in. Sorry, I can hear an
We
ambulance.
can
going
hear
by.
an ambulance.
If
If
that's
you can
you,
hear us-
can we get some answers, please?
It might be our producer putting in some sound effects. He's really good like that. No. I wonder if he maybe parked up not outside the house. She maybe never saw the ambulance.
But
See, respectfully, I'd say you've ever in a bloody ambulance. Let me in. Let me look at the gas in there.
Yeah.
But if you were
Absolutely.
going to
I'd need
make
to
up
see
a
it.
career though, why would you make up being a paramedic? Surely you go for something a bit more fun.
Yeah, because
fringy.
there's a
Are you
uniform with
joking
that.
me? I would love to hook up with a paramedic.
Of all of the uniforms, you go for paramedic. Oh,
I'm having a think now.
Absolutely.
What uniform would you go for, Al? Anyone in a uniform that you would that really jumps out at you? Some of the uniforms are bad and they do bad
I'm just thinking.
things.
So obviously you've got policemen, firemen.
She loves the Asda deli counter hats.
Well, I
Yes.
was thinking more conventional. Like I do like a clipboard.
So an invigilator?
Yes, an exam invigilation, please, but for adult studies only, not a school invigilator.
That is
It's
so
because they're
you-
really good at
yeah.
timings.
I can imagine you like their can-do attitude and the fact that they've got their lives together. Anyone with a clipboard is either giving. Well, it's quite sexless, I have to say.
No,
Sorry to say.
you're right. You're right. It is completely sexless. I'm regretting. Maybe I'm thinking more like architect sort of vibe. Gosh, I've really taken this on an unsexy segue.
But someone
Ooh,
else is
architects don't
unsexy.
have
is
a-
do you,
someone
no,
else's
do you know what?
clipboard.
I think for me it would be like a boiler suit energy.
Yeah, hot,
like a bit
hot,
rough and ready.
bit flashed on.
A bit of, it has a tool belt.
Would you
A tool belt.
I want
on
a
his tool.
person.
with a mechanic on one of those like skateboard things that helps them go under the car?
That's quite
I'm-
hot.
Do you know what?
Maneuverability is epic.
I love a bit of adventure when there's a will, there's a way. When there's a slide,
there's a wheel, there's a way.
when there's a wheel, we will slide.
I would quite like a person in a boiler suit to have finished welding. This is just fast dance now. I'd like them to have finished welding and then like to look at me and then like the mask comes off but like the torch is still on.
Oh,
and then
I
they
like
turn the torch up. It's a fancy idea that I had. And then they just chuck into it. And then they just chuck the torch away and they look at you and they say something like, it's welding time.
Oh, I like this concept of them getting out from the little slide.
Yes.
And they stand up, they see you, they've got greasy hands, and they just
Oh.
give them a little casual wipe.
Yeah, either
Just get-
like
just
Oh,
there's
yeah.
still
Yeah.
there's still grease on the hands. but-
either or
but the-
any
the
gender,
worst
by
is
the
gone.
way.
Maybe they do a bit of that, bit of just, and then they look at you, and then it's welding time.
And then they're like,
You've
I'm
been
gonna
to see Magic
then-
Mike,
and
haven't you,
then
sweetheart?
I'm gonna
babe, I went
3
2
times.
weeks ago.
Yep, there you
Third
go.
time I've
And
seen
it
Magic
shows.
Mike. They do so well, those boys. I'm so proud of them every time I go. They put on such a great show, such a wonderful performance. I recommend it to everybody. And
Is one of them your son?
well, I feel like it's got to the point that because I've been 3 times, I'm like, they're going to know me by now.
Yeah, I just want to say,
like,
she's
Do you
gone.
wear your mask to the
I would just like to say
Absolutely
this.
not.
Elle goes to Magic Mike like you might be like, should we go to the pub? Elle and,
Magic Mike,
Elle
Magic
and another friend of ours, literally, it'll be coming to the end of the night, and they'll both just be like, "Could see if Magic Mike's got a few tickets going."
Crack
That
open a cold one, hit Magic Mike.
That is what they do.
No,
But-
it's true. It's true.
But back to our ambulancey friend.
Yeah,
But-
no,
but-
because I was just going to say,
No. But
I think that the thing is with this is there's so many bits and bobs to delve into, but what remains is that this isn't actually just a ghosting because normally when a ghosting happens, it might just be that they've stopped messaging back, but this is somebody that's planned a trip, a
Yeah,
3-day trip
it's strange.
that you've got excited
Did they
for.
send through the booking confirmation?
No,
You know,
but they
was there a
said that they were
screenshot?
going to pick them up.
Also, here's the thing.
That's
Some people,
pretty low though. Like that is poor form from Mr. Paramedic.
it's awful.
is.
Some people want the relationship experience so much that they will, as in from his side, but not the relationship, that they will do all of those. I mean, it's that meme, isn't it? That's like the boy you're talking to 24 hours before he goes to you, and
Yeah.
it's like them,
Yeah.
and it's like him being like, "We're gonna marry."
Well, it's the cosplay boyfriend. I'm sure we'll talk about cosplay boyfriend another time,
So
but
much.
it is the cosplay boyfriend. Like it's getting all the enjoyment of the idea of it, but not doing any of the hard work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
know?
and so that's why I'm like, maybe his sort of kink, his turn on is to like basically be like, I'm planning our lives together, and it starts with this cabin in the woods, and then to be like, joke,
Yeah.
prank.
Or maybe he was planning on doing a little cheeky serial kill and backed out at the last minute. In which case,
I think it's that
Persephone absolutely
cabin
smashed
in
it.
the wood, a cabin in the woods. That's not like the treehouse in the woods, or like, you know, the cabin sort of out in the countryside. I know those are like big trips that people love now. There's usually a bath outside, and that's nice.
That is lovely,
This
yeah.
is you've
Nice.
done that. You love that.
It is really nice.
This
pleasant.
is, I don't know. There's something sinister about
he
it.
is a
About both of
killer-
them.
If he is a killer, though, then he's not really shielded it particularly well by saying cabin in the woods, has he, really?
No.
He would have gone to more effort. He would have been like, you know, a chalet in Sandbanks.
so specific.
I know, I really didn't
But
dig
I-
deep
I'm-
for that. It's where I live.
With her, bleep that out. With her,
Oh, I
as
don't
well.
mind. You can turn
Knock
up if you
yourselves
want.
out. With her, I so understand the logic of being like, I need to get to the bottom of this. I also feel like if Facebook's involved in any way, it's bad. I just think Facebook should be left in the past.
Yeah.
Don't give money to Meta. No, but also like, do you know what I mean? Like, if it is through Facebook, even if that is an aunt, they won't be in touch. She'll comment on his wall every birthday saying happy birthday with a little emoji. She'll like accidentally share links to his wall. Like, that's what she's using it for. She's not going to even know where to find your message.
She will like
Yeah.
use Facebook to ask for Asda opening times.
Yeah, she doesn't know
Yeah.
where to. She doesn't know how to open her message requests.
No.
So you're that is the
Yeah,
equivalent
yeah.
of shouting into a void.
So what we've learnt here is don't go on unexpected journeys, don't use treacherous roads,
Oh.
don't use Facebook Messenger.
Lovely.
The three
business.
rules of life. I've always said it.
Yeah, gorgeous.
And I think
Gosh.
well thank you very much for writing in that story.
Yeah.
Sophie, and I hope that you're doing
Oh.
well.
Yeah,
If
we
there's
didn't
a
really solve anything for
follow-up-
you.
No, we didn't solve anything. But if there is a follow-up, I'm sure the listeners would love to hear it.
Absolutely.
Please.
What happened with Mr. Paramedic? Please
Yeah.
let us know.
Did you get back in contact?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think that wraps us up rather nicely.
Yeah, unless you want to have any further questions. Unless we want to wait for a question to be written in next week.
Oh, actually, on that note, I did
One
I
quick
did have
one.
a question
Oh,
from another dear listener. Sorry, let me
Stunning.
just. Oh, it's very hard to
do
see my
you
past.
already have double glazing?
Oh, it's like
Double
looking through a
glazed
stained glass
eyes.
window. Hang on.
Would you
hang
like
on.
to register for
Right,
PPI?
We have a question today. Oh, gosh, it's actually hard to read. Why does Liv? Question for you, Liv. Why does Liv exclusively date people who are cat-like?
Mum?
Not mum again.
Mum again.
Mom.
I would say, I think, okay, attacked. I think this is not about people looking like cats, although that would be lovely too. I think this is about me being the golden retriever and them being the black cat. Although I would say that my partner is like a rather lovely cat that hasn't got like that mean streak, like that rare cat that acts like a dog. That's how I would describe my partner. But I would say, because I feel it's a good opposite to me, that's probably why I end up in that category. And so what are your previous partners, what animals do they embody most?
Otters? Maybe?
Yeah, nice. I like that.
Maybe.
Well, they hold on to each other's hands so that they don't float away.
Well, they did float away, so.
Oh,
dear.
gosh. Do you know what? I'm going to think
Esther-
about your question and get back to you next
Okay,
week.
and that's a really bleak ending.
Yeah.
And that's how we want to leave you.
Yeah. No.
Floating away.
Yeah.
We love all correspondence. Get in touch. Might reach a question out next week.
All right.
Stay tuned
Go
to
well.
find out. The story is
Goodbye.